Welcome to the Wake Up Show. Here comes the trivia.
Yes, here comes the trivia. We're live for another week. It's the Wake Up Show, Pre-Nimmin Live Wake Up Show. Welcome again. Just looking to make sure that everything is firing with Ecamm today. It's looking good so far. We're going to jump straight into the chat in just a second. And before we do that, we're going to turn down the countdown clock, of course. Can't forget the countdown clock. There we go. All right, let's jump into the chat and give a few people some shout-outs before we get going here. How is everyone going? I'm going to go right back to the top of the chat to acknowledge those that are here before the stream started, including the very first. You can call first, Sweeney Dunstan Gaming. Yes, you are first in the chat today. Beanie did pop in 38 minutes before we started and said hello, as did a bunch of people. And as we got closer, we had people like Smash Nation popping in the chat. We also had Pre-Nimmin, who's here for the trivia, which is great to hear. And we also have, let's have a look, scrolling through the chat again. G came in about 4 minutes out, look at that. And Justin Brown from Primal Video came in at the 2-minute countdown. Welcome, Justin. Super Dave came in just before we started as well. So big shout out. If you're early, you get the first shout out. So that's always good, isn't it? And just before we went live, Foulfish also jumped in the chat as well. I can see those notifications going out by email to people. People should be jumping in here really soon. So if you're into trivia, make sure to hit that like button really early. And let's see who else is coming into the chat right now. We've got Harry Game 4 said hi. And Justin knew exactly what I was going through at that moment. I'm sitting there going, why hasn't it come live back to my iPad yet? That moment when you're not sure if you need to refresh or not. Yes, I had to do that once with Ecamm. It was like I went live a little bit too early. But today, I just had to be patient. And here we are. Midnight Madness 4x4 says, wake up. And that's what we're here to do. We wake up all those early birds. If you're on the east coast of the US, if you're even earlier in the morning there through Central, Mountain Time, even Pacific, it's time to wake up. If you're in Europe, you're probably already out of bed, into your day, middle of your day, early afternoon. Welcome. And if you're in my part of the world, Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, may I say good evening to you all. It's a wonderful, warm Saturday evening here in Brisbane. All right, let's keep going through the chat because there's more here. And Daniel is waking up. He's having a yawn and saying good morning. And I am... Justin says 48 minutes. I definitely won't last that long. It's a marathon stream today. 45 minutes to go. 45 minutes and 27 seconds to be exact at this moment. We've also got Lemonhead Penny. It's been a while since we've seen Lemonhead Penny in the chat. Welcome again. Video Zeus, hey peoples. Smash Nation Productions, please say my name. I think I did before. I already pulled you up once. You're up again. If you participate in the chat on this live stream, you're guaranteed to get your name out there. Because I pull all the chats up on the screen. Well, not every chat, but I pull up all the answers. If you're having a crack at the trivia, you get your answer pulled up as a possible answer. So everybody gets a say on this live stream. And I've caught up with the chat, yes. All right. Before we start into the trivia, I just want to check with everyone, how's your week been? Let us know how your week's been, short and within the character limit of the chat, of course. I don't need a novel. We just want to know how your week's been. Go. Post it in the chat right now. Now, I have more than enough trivia questions lined up today. And don't forget what happens to these trivia questions. All the trivia questions I have on my list after this stream, I send them over to Pre-Nimmin. So he could possibly use them in the trivia portion of the Nimmin Live show, which is coming up straight after this. So make sure to stay tuned. And just to prove that Nimmin Live is coming up straight after this, I want to bring up this screen for you with some details you can see right here. I should sit over here. Please read the description below. Details to the stream, which is a given, I hope. Straight after the stream, you can go to youtube.com/c/nicknimmin/live, because the nicknimmin or the nimminlive.com link doesn't work for some reason, as it was pointed out to me last week. And if you want to check out my website, you can, of course, go to DougHewsonYT.com. All the obligatory things have been said. Let's go back to a full screen of me, get that information off, make sure everything is happening properly. Yep, everything is scrolling in. I love it. I love it. I love it when everything's working. We're going to head on over to the first trivia question in just a second. So this is to warm up your brains, to get your brains firing in this early morning time period. Get you ready, get you pumping. I hope you got your coffee or your water or your juice or your tea, whatever is your drink of preference. And we're going to ask some trivia questions. And if you know the answer, all you have to do is pop your answer in the chat. And I'll highlight all the answers. And then at the end, we'll reveal the correct answer. We'll see who's right. And if you're right, it's brownie points, a pat on the back to you. Brownie points, that's an Australian saying, I'm sure. A pat on the back to you. And it's for bragging rights, really, on this show. But remember, on Nimmin Live, if you get the same question later tonight, or in the morning, I should say, if Dee asks the same question, you already know the answer. That gives you a few milliseconds head start on everybody else over on Nimmin Live chat. So it might just get you a channel review, which is always good. All right, let's get back to the chat. There's some things happening. Video Zoo says that they're heading to the mountains to look at the fall leaves, because it is that time of year over there. We're coming into summer there, and it's a very late fall, and coming into winter in the Northern Hemisphere, of course. Beanie published a video, which is always something to celebrate when Beanie publishes a video, because of his production values. It takes a long time to get those dinosaurs drawn and to get them edited and out on the internets. Beanie says, nice site. Doug, who hosts your site? Believe it or not, it's just a WordPress site. It's all done through WordPress. I just did everything on WordPress. Down the track, I'll probably go into some other hosting, but it will do me for where I'm at. Daniel says his brain needs some warming up. Well, that's the whole purpose of the stream. Wake up the brain. Warm it up. Let's get ready to go. Sweeney Dustin Gaming said that he uploaded video number 101 yesterday and gained 5 subscribers over the week. Yeah, I've had a pretty good week for subscribers myself. So I'm very happy with the growth and the progress. It's always good. Launchpad's in the house. Good morning, Launchpad. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to get caught up on the chat, and then we're going to hit the trivia questions. I tell you what. And G says, before we get to the trivia, says, Beanie, editing is the most boring part of making a video. I think for some it is. I think editing for some people is quite tedious, long-winded, laborious. I know Beanie it's a lot of time. Justin says he's out. Thanks for popping by, Justin. Thanks for popping your head in, as you do. We might catch up with you sometime soon. Here we go. Let's get into the trivia questions right now, because we've done our warm-up. We've been rolling for 10 minutes now, so we really need to get cracking so we can get through at least a handful of trivia questions before Nimmin Live tonight. Justin says it's past his bedtime. And I know exactly what time it is where Justin is, because it's the same time as where I am. Early night for Saturday night, isn't it, Justin? Anyway, we're going to jump on over to the trivia screen. Here we go. I hope I haven't left any questions from last week up. I'm pretty sure I cleared them all correctly. So here we go. Remember, if you think you know the answer or you just want to have a guess, you just have to pop your answer in chat. First question of the evening is a science question. In 1796, Edward Jenner developed the vaccination for what disease? In 1796, Edward Jenner developed the vaccination for what disease? If you know the answer, make sure to have a guess, have a go, look it up if you want to, and pop the answer in the chat, and we shall come back and check the correct answer in a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to come back to me. Here we are on the Wake Up stream. And we've got answers coming in already. Here we go. I'm about to just making sure that we're going. There's something I forgot to do, but that's okay. We're going to start looking at the first answer. Sweeney Dunstan's gone with the flu. Interesting. Launchpad's gone with rubella. Interesting. Daniel's gone with smallpox. All valid diseases. All valid diseases. Shelby's also going with smallpox because she seems uncertain there. Foulfish says Jenner disease. That's a very specific name for a disease. Named after the person with the cure, maybe. Interesting thought. Sweeney Dunstan has changed from flu to smallpox. Here we go. And Thundercams is in the house. Welcome, Thundercams. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to give people a few more moments to have a guess at that one. And the question was, if you just want to check the question again, I'll pull it up. In 1796, Edward Jenner developed the vaccination for what disease? I don't think that, I'm not necessarily sure if he's related to any of the modern day Jenners. But we're not here to talk about that, are we? All right. Lemonhead Penny has come in with polio. I'd say that's another pretty good valid answer in the sense of being a real thing that you would want to get vaccinated for. Daniel's following my train of thought there. Something invented by Jenner should probably cure us of Kardashians. Answer of the day so far. But it's only early because we still have at least 36 minutes to go. Oh, Beatty has gone dark. He says humanity. It's a cure for humanity. Ooh. We have to ponder that one for a minute. Or as Tim the Toolman Taylor would say, all right. Shall we check the answer? Looks like everybody's had a crack. Let's go. And the question one more time. In 1796, Edward Jenner developed the vaccination for what disease? I think we're going to let's go with the traditional drum roll to start the day. And the answer was smallpox. So if you said smallpox, then give yourselves a pat on the back. You were correct. Here we go. There's one other thing I wanted to do, but I'll do it before we do the next trivia question, because I wanted to start the trivia segment with a bit of an audio cue, but I didn't do that for the first question. But we'll do it for the second question. Here we go. Let's go back to the chat. Beanie says he loves the soundboard. Yeah, the Stream Deck soundboard feature is awesome. You don't have to play with any third-party software. It's all built into the Stream Deck. I love it. I've got buttons that you can look at and press, and some of them need pictures now because I've added some new ones. G says, what was that background noise? That was the drum roll that you probably heard back when I was doing the answer. So, yes, Sweeney, pat on the back to all those with the correct one. Shelby, a few other people said smallpox. Daniel said smallpox. Smash Nation Productions. Can I be my name said by you, please? I think this is the third time I've said your name on the stream. Midnight Madness. Volunteering for mod duties. You know what? I'm not actually looking to see what's happening on the moderation side of things because I'm looking at my eCam screen and not the other screen. But let me see what Beanie's our Shelby's in the chat too. Shelby's in there. Shout out to the moderators we've got with us today, Beanie Draws and Shelby so far. Some of my other moderators who might be along later, might be Car Galaxy Studios is another moderator. I don't know who else I've got set up for moderating. I think I had Rodney, but I haven't seen Rodney in a long time. Rodney, where are you? This is a shout out to Rodney B. Hunt. You've gone MIA on YouTube. Come on back. We miss you. There we go. And I'm going to do some magic. I'm just going to press some magic buttons here because I'm feeling like I'd like to do that. I think that took. Anyway, we'll see. There we go. Yeah, it worked. Midnight Madness. You ask, you shall receive. And Mike, cue the trivia.
Here comes the trivia.
All right, next question. TV question. Ron Serling created what famous science fiction television show? Ron Serling created what famous science fiction television show? So I want you to think about popular science fiction shows in history. And I'll put emphasis on history. So let's go back to the camera here and let's see. I think there's answers coming in already. I'll get to them in just a second. Classic science fiction show. If you're an older person, you probably know this. If you're a younger person, you may not. You probably may have heard of it, but you may not have seen it. I think they did a remake 10 or 20 years ago. But the original was back. Was it the late 60s, early 70s? I can't remember the exact time frame. It was old when I was a kid, put it that way. All right, let's see what answers we've got so far. Launchpad's the first one in with an answer that I can see, and that's the Twilight Zone. That's a valid answer. Daniel also concurs with Twilight Zone. G says he hates science. We're talking science fiction. It's not science, it's science fiction. It's a TV show, science fiction. Hey, if you don't know the answer to this question, just name any science fiction TV show, whether it's a Star Trek or a X-Files or whatever it might be. Have a crack. Sweeney's gone with a variation called The Twilight. Oh, Shelby, here we go. Next answer: Twilight with the vampires in space. That's a very modern. Oh, Buck Rogers. That's a definite sci-fi show. I remember Buck Rogers from when I was a kid. I'm gonna give people another minute to pop in possible answers there. Shasti N says space vampires from Twilight or Twiglight, which I think means Twilight. We got either Twilight Zone or we're going with just Twilight movies. They're all science fiction, so well, I don't know. I don't know if vampires are science fiction. I think vampires are more fiction than science. Anyway, flashing the pan is in the stream with some clapping going on there, and it's all going on. Let's go check the answer right now. I think we're about due. We're not going to linger on it too long. Daniel said Twilight Zone 1958, 1964 was even earlier than I thought. I think it's the 60s and 70s. I got the 60s part right, but I was a whole decade after before that. I mean, after that. Beanie says the vampires can be whatever they want to be. Interesting. All right, And let's go back and check the answer for this one. And Ron Serling created what famous science fiction television show? And here we go. The answer is The Twilight Zone. We were circling that for pretty much from the start. The Twilight Zone. So a big pat on the back for everyone who grabbed the Twilight Zone from the get-go. And I will clear the answers, and then we'll get back to the next question in just a second. Let's check in, see what's going on. I think someone got timed out. The timeout will expire, so I don't know what the deal with that is. But it's a 5-minute timeout. If the mods did that, then there's nothing that can be done to reverse that. You just have to wait out that, and then it will kick back in. So the correct answer is to be cool in the chat, and everything else will run along nicely, and people won't get timed out. So people saying hi to everyone. Hi to everyone. There we go. All right. Make sure, before we get to the next trivia question, make sure to share out the stream. We can bring people in here. We've still got another half hour to go. Well, 27 and a half minutes. That might stretch out to the half hour. We'll go right up. Make sure that Nick and Dee are actually going to go live on time tonight. As last week, there was technical problems over there. So we're going to mosey on and see who else is just popping in the stream. Here we go. It's the Josiah Show has come in. Hiya, Doug. Welcome. Not sure. Have you been to the Wake Up stream before? You probably have. I see people that I know from everywhere, and it's like, well, which stream have I seen you in, and which Discord server have you been on? And Jack Fortnite says correctly, Nimmin Live. That's right, Nimmin Live is coming up in roughly that amount of time there. Add a couple of minutes, actually. Add a couple more minutes to that. Shelby says that Beanie is a dedicated mod. Absolutely. Beanie probably mods for more channels than I do, to be honest. What was that sound? It sounded like something was falling or running behind my desk. That was odd. Odd indeed. No, first wake up stream. I was busy finishing my vlog. Excellent. Well, thanks for coming by. We're going to head on over to see Nick and Dee very soon in about 30 minutes' time, of course. Let's get to the next trivia question, shall we? I know Dee was here before the stream. I don't know if he's lurking or not. I know he's eating pizza as well. But anyway, here's a movie-related question right now. So we've gone from TV, we're going to movies. In the movie The Lion King, what was Simba's mother's name? In the movie The Lion King, what was Simba's mother's name? All right, so you're either a Disney Lion King fan, or you're going to go and look it up really quick. So if you know the answer or you want to have a guess, pop it in the chat right now. And it's not anything to do with vampires, so let's get rid of that. We're looking for, just seeing if there's anything here before the answers. Looks like some answers are coming in now. Beanie says, technically I do, since you were demodded by Daryl. I think you mod for a few more people that I don't mod for, like Roberto and a few others as well. I see you everywhere, Beanie. I don't know what that means, but I thought I'd share that with the world. Midnight Madness 4x4 D Lurker. Yeah, he was lurking before the stream. He was in the chat saying good day and let us know that they were having a pre-stream pizza. So that's always good to know. And he says Beanie says he's probably making sure the computer is up to date and working this time. Absolutely. You want to be crossing those T's and dotting those I's after last week. All right. Now, the answer is Beanie's gone with Nala. Is Nala correct? We'll find out in just a minute. Daniel's gone with Sarabi. Sarabi. I've probably butchered that with my Aussie accent. JC Smith, welcome to the stream. Is going with Mama Lion. I think it's Nala as well. There is definitely a Nala in The Lion King. So Shelby's going with Sarabi as well. As people are still popping their answers in, Daniel's saying, Daryl Leaves just uploaded a video showing how to do a channel audit and use Beanie's channel as an example. Really cool. I watched that video, I think, probably within the first half hour of him posting that one. Yeah, that's a good video. I think he was using vidIQ as a tool. And yeah, Beanie got highly featured there. So Beanie was the guinea pig channel for Daryl's presentation. So yeah, that was a good video. I think people need to go watch it again. I think I need to go watch it again. Sweden Dunster Gaming says, had to step away. What was the question? Where the current question is, Simba from The Lion King, what is his mother's name? So the mother of Simba the Lion, in the Lion King movie, what was her name? Hey, Pam is in the house saying, hey, kitties. Super Dave USA says, pizza sounds good even for breakfast. For many people, it would. I don't know if I can bring myself to it. I do love pizza, though. And we got another first timer in the stream. Let me see if I'm going to butcher this name. Here we go. Is it Rebecca's? Rebecca's QB? Hi, sir. First time in your live now, watching from the Philippines. Welcome to from the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines. I have been to Manila, the capital, and spent probably like a week there. So I do know the Philippines, and I have a lady I work with at my day job who is also from the Philippines. We have a lot of big Filipino community here in Brisbane. Daniel says that's the back end I was referring to. Exactly. Midnight Manor says, yeah, it was awesome to... Oh, I'm not bringing it up. It was awesome to see Beanie's channel get reviewed. Absolutely. No disrespect to Beanie's actual back end. That's probably very nice too. Studio Geek 32. Hey, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Here we go. Pam says that cold pizza is the best. Even after my pizza's gone cold, I need to heat it up before I eat it. That's just how I roll. Flash in Your Pan is going with Sarabi. We're going back to the trivia question. The mother of Simba the Lion from Lion King. And I'm trying to get caught up in the chat here, and then we're going to go and check the answer. Pam says Simba's mum's name was Dead, wasn't it? Oh, no. Pam. Pam went there. Before Beanie went there on a question, now Pam's gone there on a question. Flash in the Pan says, Sarab, didn't we do that one before? Let's come back. Shelby says, Doug's been everywhere, man. It's nice to hear. You read my name as Rebex. It's hard to get pronunciations when you see it in writing form. I will butcher it every time, I'm sure, but please forgive me. We'll get it right one day. We'll see it written phonetically, and then we can pronounce it. Or maybe is it Rebhex? See, I'm probably butchering it still. Okay. Getting caught up on the chat here, so then we can jump over. Smash Nation says he's from Singapore, which is, yeah, a very close neighbour to the Philippines, and to Thailand, where Nick and Dee are, which they'll be coming to us direct from Thailand in about 20 minutes. Doug's been everywhere like Johnny Cash. No. Haven't been. Johnny Cash has been way more places than I have. Studio Geeks 2 pop filters. OMG. Well, yeah, this thing here is the legit pop filter. This is more of a wind. This is what's called a windshield. But together, hopefully they do a better job. I was still getting some popping without this one, so I put it back on. So anyway, that's my technical thing. Trying to trick the people on the interwebs. There you are. All right, let's go check the answer to that question, because we've been lingering on that trivia question for a while I've been trying to get through chat. The movie The Lion King. What was Simba's mother's name? And if you said Sarabi, you were correct. A big pat on the back to everyone who said Sarabi. And you've learned something new tonight if you did not know that. Now, I believe Nala was actually the Simba's girlfriend when he grew up, and there was the girl lioness, and her name was Nala. So that was his love interest, I guess you could say. Do comic and cartoon and animation characters have love interests? There's a discussion for another stream, not this one. Everybody's still chatting in chat really well. I see, I think we've shouted at everybody who's come in, so that's good. Beatty says, 16 watching, only 9 likes. Come on, folks, smash the like button. Absolutely. How do I do this? I do this right now. We'll take this intermission really quick to sip my water bottle, but I would like to share. I can't share that because it has the wrong link on it. Okay. Now, if you're a YouTube or content creator, I'm going to share this link with you, because this is a link to Morning Fame. Morning Fame is what I call your YouTube channel coach. It helps you with seeing how your channel's tracking without going and looking at your back-end analytics. So it gives you a bit of an overview. So there's a link in the chat for a free 30-day trial of Morning Fame. And the big killer feature of Morning Fame, I reckon, get the whole kit and caboodle and use the keyword research tool. I use that the most, more than everything else. And you get an email 24 hours after you post a video. It tells you how your video's gone in the first 24 hours. You get a weekly summary of your channel every week. It's a great service. So make sure that if you want to check out Morning Fame, use that link there, and that will tell Nico over at Morning Fame that I sent you. So if you're interested in that, check it out. If you're making any type of videos on YouTube and you don't have any of that sort of help with your channel, then that's a good tool for you. So that's my little advertising portion mid-stream. I'm going to go straight to the next question. Super Dave USA just says, just smash the like button. That's what we love to hear. And here we go. Now, the last question was the Lion King question. So the next question is a science question again. What is the name of the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator? What is the name of the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator? You've probably heard of it if you pay attention to the news at any period of time. So I'm looking for at least I got the full name, but I'm looking for at least a decent part of the name to get the correct answer. So let's go back to me. Here we go. Some answers popping in already, so let's go straight into looking at that. Shelby says nerd. I don't think the particle accelerator is called a nerd. That was probably an answer to something else, actually. Here we go. Pam's gone with Hadron. Interesting. Launchpad's gone with a Large Hadron Collider, so that's like a fuller answer. Midnight's gone with Neuron Collider, so that's got the word collider in it. We're seeing a bit of a theme there. We've got Hadron and Collider as common words at the moment. Beanie says, smash that like button like it's an avocado. Now, I'm assuming most people, if they're smashing the avocado, they're using like a fork or something, you know, peeling the skin away and just smashing with a fork. Please don't use the fork on the button. Daniel's gone with LHC, which I'm assuming stands for Large Hadron Collider, because it was the same as what Launchpad said. Beanie's gone with Hadron Collider. Midnight says, that's it. It's a Hadron Collider. And another LHC or Large Hadron Collider there from Rebecca. Foulfish says, I just watch the show on this, but I can't remember for the life of me. Need more coffee. Well, that's what we're here to do, is wake up the brains. Whether it takes coffee, water, orange juice, or just exercising that brain with some trivia questions. That's what we're here to do on the Wake Up stream. Beanie says, Large Hadron Collider if you want to be specific. Specific is good. Super Dave USA has gone with Blender, LOL. Shelby says the Taco Bell Collider. Pam says it's known to its friends as Simon, though. Hello, Simon. Daniel says, smash that like button like accelerated particles. JC says Hulk smash. There's a bit of a smash theme after that avocado mention now. But he says, I wish we could actually see the Hadron in action. I think you have to be specially invited to see that, because it's all secure, top secret. People were worried it would form a black hole. Yeah. It's like the very first episode of the Flash TV series. The particle accelerator exploded and created a wormhole. Now, that was the season 1 finale. That was the black hole. It was starting to suck everything up into it. See, it happened on TV, so it could happen in real life. If anybody watches The Flash, they know what I'm talking about. G says, I'm back. I didn't know you were gone. Thought you might have just been quiet there. We're still getting answers coming in. Say no more. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming says, the Atom Wrecker. I think we're dropping Flash references now. Midnight's running into morning issues there. All right, we're going to go check out the answer in just a second. Beanie Drawers, it did cause the end of the universe. We just didn't notice. That's interesting. The Launchpad says, yeah, there was some nut job trying to sue to keep the Large Hadron Collider from being activated. Daniel says, the black hole describes my coffee cup right now. Need to fill it. Be right back. Have an extra one for me, Daniel. In the meantime, I'll drink water. I'm going to make myself a coffee a little bit later during the Nick Nimmin live stream, of course. And Pam says to make her one too. Pop it in a package and send it on over. I added that last bit. All right, let's go check the answer for that one, because I think we all pretty much said the same answer, and apart from the Taco Bell and different things, Large Hadron Collider. Thought I'd throw in a weird sound effect there. That was just totally unexpected sound effect. I got one specially for Pam. Let's go straight to this next trivia question. What is the national dish of Scotland? What is the national dish of Scotland? If you think you know the answer, make sure to pop it in the chat now. The national dish of Scotland. We're talking food, of course. The national dish of Scotland. Shelby says Doug has ghosts. I don't know what triggered that. Or was that the sound effects? Oh, Daniel passes the coffee through to Pam. The wonders of the internet. All right, we're looking for the answer to the question. First one I can see is Daniel with haggis. Launchpad says, yeah, that's the sound it makes. Yes, that was the sound. That's the legit sound of the Hadron Collider going off. I'll play it again for you. You can't deny it. Can't deny it at all. All right. Launchpad is also going with haggis. Let's get back to the trivia question. JC Smith is also going with haggis. I don't know what that's in response to. Pam, who should know the answer, has said deep fried Mars bar. I'm down with that being a possibility for sure. Rebecca's gone with haggis. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming has gone with haggis. People know Scotland so well. Everyone's going with the same answer. Shelby's gone with haggis. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming says, geez, you're all fast. The old YouTube lag to different locations around the world. Some people are getting a few seconds before somebody else. It's always that way, isn't it? Daniel says, I can't spell haggis. That's okay. I'm not Nimmin. I'm not pulling people up on their spelling. Beanie's going with blood puddin. Sweeney says, I'm definitely not on my A game today. That's fine. That's fine indeed. Hey, Chris Conkle Vlogs is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Beanie says, did you just record that then, Doug? That's been on my sound effects board for a while. I haven't used it. It's one of those odd sounds that you probably don't want to pull out too often. Launchpad says, yep, you walk around the place and it's silent except for the occasional pew, pew, pew. JC Smith has now gone with Scotch marinated anything. Oh, I get it. What you say? Yeah, marinated Scotch. Yeah. Donna Thrilling Stories is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I think we need to go and check the answer for the trivia. Oh, the national dish of Scotland is. I think we need to go. Let's use this one, and the answer is haggis. Everybody said haggis. It was probably an obvious one, but maybe not to everyone. All right, let's get back to me here. And RPM Nexus has joined the stream. Welcome to the stream. Everyone's coming in because they know that Nimmin Live is coming up very soon, and as you can see, we're counting down real fast. We've got about 5 or so minutes left of this stream. Pam says we call it whiskey, not Scotch. Whiskey, because it's Scotch whiskey. How a bit of whiskey. You'd never guess what's in this bottle. Chris Conker Vlog says, everyone has seen So I Married an Axe Murder, LOL. I have seen that Mike Myers movie, definitely. Been a while since I've seen it. Been a while. Pam says, should I smuggle haggis to Daniel for extreme food reviews? That's a great idea. I think Daniel's preferring the whiskey. Sneak the whiskey. There you go. Or maybe a bit of both. The whiskey on the haggis to make it palatable. Hey, we've got 18 concurrent viewers at the moment. If you're in here and you're lurking in the background and not necessarily commenting in chat right now, why don't you pipe up and just say hello if you haven't done so already, so I can shout you out. If I haven't done so already, of course. All right. Now we showed the answer for that one. Let's do. I think we've got time for one more question. Let's get into it, and then I've got another quick promotional thing for you guys before we finish up. And it's a technical question for technology. What do the letters in the acronym CD-ROM stand for? What do the letters in the acronym CD-ROM stand for? So I need the word, every word for every letter of CD-ROM. That's what we're looking for. What does the CD-ROM stand for? All right, let's head on back to here and jump in the chat real quick while people are starting to pipe their answers in for what's the acronym CD-ROM stand for. And All About Vehicles was lurking and is now saying, hey, Doug, and here's your shout out, All About Vehicles, welcome to the stream for however long you've already been here. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming, we're getting some answers coming in. It says compact disc. That's part of a possible answer. I guess the C stands for compact, the D stands for disc. What does the ROM stand for? So we want the full answer. Sweeney Dunstan. Launchpad has gone with compact disc, read-only memory. That's definitely a possible acronym that fits the acronym. Absolutely. Farfish has also just done the first part, compact disc. Beanie, compact disc, read-only memory. Read-only memory from Rebecca. Oh, we got random access memory. That'd be RAM, not ROM. Could Doug really over-moderate? That's well, I could. But then there wouldn't be anyone left in the chat because everybody would be banned forever. That would be what I'd call over-moderating. Here we go. More answers. Compact disc, read-only memory. And JC Smith says geek code for scratched frisbee. They do come up scratch indeed. Do I have one handy? No, I don't. Who uses them anymore? Really? You don't even get them with software anymore. Flash and Pan says, "Oops, I was thinking of RAM." LOL. That happens to me when I'm typing in chat all the time. I hit enter too early and goes out half finished. It's the noise that CDs make. ROM, ROM, ROM. Shelby says compact disc reach over mountains. You're just trying to make things to fit the words there. Beanie says, but you wouldn't ban me. If I went a little bit crazy, you never know what might happen. Although true, if it was my channel, I could, but definitely. But if I was just a moderator, can't necessarily ban a moderator, which is fortunate. Fortunate for you all. And Beanie has also chimed in with Drink Coaster for that trivia question. Let's go check out the answer right now because I need to check that out. That countdown clock is staring me down, and I don't like it. And the answer is compact disc, read-only memory. That's a clap for everyone who said that in the chat, which I think was most people. And that would be the final trivia question, I believe. I need to clear that before I jump back. Here we go. Actually, no, I didn't have to do that. I could just jump back. Oh, unless you go all Daryl Eves on me. Yes. It's amazing what you can do with one finger on an iPhone or an iPad and just, ooh, I just banned somebody. All right. One more thing to promote before we finish up today. So I'd like to let everyone know about a new live stream that is happening as part of this channel. And let me pull this up for you to look at. It's called Creator Hangout. And the aim is, well, we're going to go live here this Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a Creator Hangout live stream where creators hang out and talk shop. we did a bit of a trial on this last week. We had a number of creators, including Beanie, who's in the chat right now, jumped in, and we basically did like a Google Hangout style chat where we had about half a dozen people discussing whatever the topic was. And last week, I think the main topic we talked about, even though it's a 4-hour chat, so it goes on, we discussed several topics. But I think one of the primary topics of question was YouTube premieres. And since then, of course, I put another video out on premieres, and so has Nick Nimmin. And don't forget, mine went out a few hours before Nick Nimmin's. A bit of shade there. And so, yeah, if you want to come on past and participate in Creator Hangout, if you want to watch, participate, join the chat, and maybe even get invited into the Google Hangout to actually give your opinion, then come on past at 7 p.m. Eastern this Sunday night, which is tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, it's tomorrow. So, yeah. If you've got any questions about that, you can pop them in the chat right now. We've got a few minutes to kill. I'm gonna push up towards the end of the beginning of Nimmin Live here, because you never know if they might have some sort of delay. I hope Beanie can let me know, because I'm sure you're monitoring the chat over there already to see what the vibe is over there with Nimmin Live. Let me know. Drop a comment in there, Beanie, and let me know how they're going over there. And let me answer this one. Did Daryl accidentally ban Doug? I think I'm missing the reference there. Yes. On the night before, on the first day of the IRL 24/7 Daryl Eves Vid Summit stream, they were out at dinner. Nick and Dee were there, and Justin Brown and a bunch of other people. Yeah. But Daryl was there. And they basically, Evan Carmichael was there. And basically, we're all chatting in chat and doing different things, and I think Neil Crypto Cruising was in the chat, Beanie was in the chat, there was a bunch of other people in the chat, and the guys in the chat were going, Doug for mod, and because Beanie was a moderator, and he was probably one of the only moderators there might have been a couple of others, and they started talking about Doug, and Nick's going, yeah, Doug's one of my moderators, he's awesome, and all that, and there was a bit of going forth, and then Neil Crypto Cruising dropped a super chat and says Doug for mod, and he's going, what's going on? Yeah, okay, make Doug a mod, so he made me a mod, so I was modded for that, and then later on they went back to the hotel, and then something was going on they're in the lobby, and something was going on in the live stream, and somebody said something in chat, and it was just above where a comment that I just made, and Daryl's and it was something inappropriate, so Daryl went to ban the person, and instead of banning that person, he banned me instead. And so then I lost all moderator privileges. I couldn't comment. I couldn't do anything. And so I'm on Discord. I say, hey, Beanie and guys, I just got banned. And they're going, oh, Doug got banned. And it took ages before they could get a message to Daryl to get it fixed. I got unbanned, but then for the rest of the Vid Summit, I wasn't a moderator. So he didn't put the moderator status back on that. But I got unbanned, which is the important thing. And I knew it was an accident, so, I didn't take it personally. So that's my Vid Summit story in regards to the live stream. And, okay, Beanie says they also go on Twitch too, just remembered. Are you saying they're on Twitch now? Where's my phone's on charge. I don't have it handy. I can't pull it up. So let me know, Beanie, what's going on over there in the chat. I need a status. I need a status update. I can't do it here because I don't have if I had my phone, I could bring it up on an extra device. But I've got my iPad on this chat, and then my computer's running the show, so I cannot chat. Hey, Harry Williams is coming right at the end of the stream. Hello and welcome to the stream. We're about to throw over to Nick and Dee for Nimmin Live. Let's give you the information on that once more. Let's go over to that. So straight over this stream, go to youtube.com/c/nicknimmin/live. It's a mouthful, but if you subscribe to Nick Nimmin, you'll get an alert. Go to his channel, go to live video, and you'll get there even before the stream starts. But I recommend everyone head on over there as soon as we're done here and get involved in the chat and get ready to go. Well, it's time to wrap this thing up because Nimmin Live, it's gone 11 o'clock. And they're going live in 3 minutes, according to Beanie. So we're going to do this good thing. I don't have an outro now. What does people think? Who saw the intro today on today's stream? Let's get back here. But anyway, I don't have time to play it again. But make sure you're early next time because you'll get the goodness, which is my new wake up stream intro. But here, I will play the audio for you on the way out. Here we go. This is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I'll catch you later.
Welcome to the Wake Up Show. Here comes the trivia.
See you next time.